Alright, welcome back to the Tezalovic series, which it continues under the reign of Vertislav the Wise, who is 42. Member of the Hermetic Society, married to the Bulgar, who's from that dynasty, I believe. So what happened? Imprisoned by Duke of Sardinia, which I don't suppose I could declare war to free captives. Oh, yes I can. Huh. Well, that's against the entire Duchy of Sardinia. How many troops they have? They have ships, and so do we, but however, our fleet is still relatively new. Although I am taking possible consideration, which is basically a case of why the hell not? I mean, there was this mini-series that I did, 3 episodes, where I had a free captives war, and I was playing as Venice at that time. Well, I had a very few allies to fight against this enormous force of Slavic pagans up there, which we just could not beat them head on. We only tried many ways, and it lasted about 6 years and 2 months, about as long as World War II. And so yeah, the question is, was it even worth it? Huh. Yeah, and just now we've already beaten the raiders, but I think I want to call them down here. Maybe perhaps I kind of do want to fight the war to free captives, even if it gets my daughter executed. Which again, she did nothing wrong. So her husband was murdered 2 months ago, actually. It was assassination. That was my son-in-law. In which yes, she was married to one of the princes of the Greek Catholic Kingdom of Sardinia and Corsica, which is mostly in Anatolia, even though they do hold one province that is in Corsica. The rest of them are under the control of the Sardinians, which they are Italians, Sardinians if you will, and they're still of the iconoclast Orthodox heresy. But also here's one other thing on the world stage. I mean, yes, there's Bosnia, there's Bulgaria, which pretty much we can say Bosnia represents Yugoslavia. Bulgaria is the first Bulgarian empire as it was in actual medieval times. But now this giant of a empire ran by the Zagoan, it's a Bedouin dynasty, mind you, which is ran by a newly created empire. Caliph Farouk, the Sword of the Greatest, they call him. The Greatest is one of the alternative names of allies. You could say that High God, or also known as the Greatest. And he has a very large army and a lot of ships if he were to transport across. And based on this border that he has, even though he's got a revolt ongoing, which is a tyranny war, second time. One would think this is pretty much the reincarnation of the Carthaginian Empire in steroids. On steroids, there you go. Like, you may remember the Carthaginian Empire, you probably read in history. You know, Hamilcar Barca, Hannibal Barca, Hasdrubal, those famous rulers of the Carthaginian Empire. Well, since their capital's in Tunis, that's where Carthage was. See, Willie of Carthage. There you go. So you could say this is the Carthaginian Empire reborn, but the only difference is they expanded a bit more on Africa and most of Hispania, which is the reason why they created the imperial title of Hispania. But now, there's a good possibility in the future, if we were to intervene in holy wars, if we have a proper number of ships or fleet, we should assist Ireland. Because in Ireland, which they're defending against the Swedish prepared invasion of Pickland, which is in Scotland. And based on that war score, as you can see there, they are about to take all this over. From Svithiod, yes, the Norse are going to take all that over. And this leaves Ireland to a more vulnerable position, as there is another Catholic chiefdom. But the one they fear the most is the ever-expanding English kingdom, which is ran by the Cathar heresies. And they are responsible for bringing the moral authority of the Catholic faith down. And they include the control of Kent, which is where the holy site of Canterbury is. Which again, although it is ran by a Catholic, but it's not... see, it says partial control in Canterbury and Cologne. Hang on. Excuse me. There. And who controls that area? Is that one of the Orthodox? Oh no, it's French. But the king is Orthodox, and so is the Holy Roman Emperor. Again, that's all I could pretty much show you about all the areas that one would it be of interest. But now let's look at this closer to home. And there's this one independent chiefdom there, which I wonder, we can offer them vassalization. No, they won't, because foreign culture. We can force vassalization, easy. Which, matter of fact, move the troops over there. And then we'll do a quick war for vassalization before I may possibly consider a war to free my daughter, who was originally married to the Prince of Sardinia, Corsica, before the, oh, by the way, who assassinated him exactly? I mean, I saw the name, but whose affiliation? The Duke of Trebizond, another prince. I see. And of course, murdered close kin, and they hate each other. The prince and the king. Makes sense. Oh boy. I'll give it to the Dalmatian. I was thinking about, should I find another loyalist, because I would like to change one of the laws, such as the status of women, which they will go for it. Matter of fact, let's do that. Women can be spy masters again, just like in the old pagan days. And it ain't the good old days. 250 prestige will be lost. Huh? We can only send our retinue. No need for a whole army. It's for cost-cutting savings. Tomas! That's my grandson. One of Peter's sons. So yeah, you got 3 sons now. Too bad he wasn't born attractive. I've been informed that Rector Petro spends his days laying comatose in his bed. I doubt there's anything I could do to endear myself to him. How unfortunate. I have to stop swaying him. This Rector of Ragusa has fallen to comatose. And soon the Republic will have this man from another patrician family to take it over. Again, he may be old because they prefer older and wiser people to lead Ragusa. Seniority succession, mind you. Our expedition of foreign lands certainly encountered its fair share of difficulties. We dealt everything from unfavorable weather to lame horses, but in the end, the fraudulent guide was the nail in the coffin. When he escaped of our last scope, we discovered we were in the wrong part of the Hashemite Sultanate. Curses! What's not curses is we're winning this war. This brief war. We got double good news. The siege has won, and so is the war. So they will work for us now. Now the conversion of Lesser Poland. The tribes of Lesser Poland have been converted to the Catholic faith. A group of priests sent by the Khan of Bulgaria have performed a great ritual which they converted the entire population of Lesser Poland alongside High Chiefess Aletta and many of her vassals. With this act, the people of Lesser Poland have once and for all forsaken their old pagan gods. God has finally touched them. She's from up there, right? Well, that's a small chiefdom to convert. Why not the bigger one? Matsavia. They're the ones that need saving. Matter of fact, if you can get rid of this guy, they call him the monster, unless I can arrange that for them. There's some potential. Anybody want to get rid of him? You know, put him out of his misery. I'll think about it. Don't do it right now. Yes. Apostate. He's the only one I can rent? 145 gold. I mean, yeah, you may be an apostate, but I could lead you dry with all that money. They haven't lost it yet. The Irish are still resisting. Right, now that's under their control. What is this part of the de jure duchy of? No one. Well, I guess they're just going to be sticking to its own. I know what to do, but this may sound like a clever move on one's part, but remember, she's still in prison under the Duke of Sardinia over there in Coyote. I'm looking. Yeah, I don't want to do it right now. It's just looking at a few details, you know, just to see if everything is in order. They don't have shipyards, but in Zahumia, we'll do. Guess we'll have to build ships of our own. That's what I'm going to be spending my money on. If we want to bring more troops in, which of course you have to take a couple of trips to ship this one army and on to the other. They do have shipyards in Split. What about the a little more vassal ships would be fine. It's cost-cutting savings. And I guess everyone's got the right idea. Yeah, that place is vassalized, huh? Okay, that's enough investing. Where's my steward? You know, the tax collecting. That needs to happen. And what else that needs to happen is something that we don't often do these days, and that is study technology. Hey, one left excommunication? Yeah, that won't work. Unless I have to make the Pope like me even more, which I can arrange that. But we're still in the middle of getting rid of the last of the orthodoxy around here. But I think in time it will be converted. Which, matter of fact, screw it. But then he said, screw it. Let's improve relations. Also, I forgot about that offer. Also, Brandimir's hiring men to attack against me. He wants Croatia. This Serbian man here. Well, bring it on. Just when I was... You rejected the institution of conscience. Somehow they've changed their minds. Well, we could try that again in the future. Just gotta get more loyalists first. Which one? Isn't there something that can lead me to... No, everything's fine. Just go for castle infrastructure. Ships. That's not going to be enough to send the entire retinue over. But as a whole, 17. That would be splitting 1,000 of them before we send them to Sardinia. This is what I mean. This is why we're going to spend a good portion of our money, which we already have, to build up a navy for the transport of troops across to places like Sardinia or Ireland, anywhere that Bosnia wishes for the intervention of holy wars that are of a Catholic faith. And we would help them if we got time and money to go out on an expedition and help our moral authority increase. She's in a dungeon, right? Not house arrest? Dungeon. I only had one granddaughter who died of pneumonia at the age of 2. Man. Feel bad. What I feel more bad is that Ireland is about to lose Peckland/Scotland. And they've lost it just now. And they're probably going to usurp the title of Peckland as they would create it here. See, they're scrambling together, these little chiefdoms up there. So Smithield is stronger than ever. And of course, I don't think he'll live long before they see his realm split. There's only a few Catholic vassals remain. One there, and another there. But that's pretty much it. So Ireland is weaker than ever. If I see a holy war that's been declared by a heretic, get your stuff together. You may have a lot of vassal troops, but what can you do now? Yeah, you own these little islands and parts of Ireland, but you're not allied with that chiefdom over there, right? You have an non-aggression pact with the Duke of Sardinia, which is our potential enemy. I say potential because thinking the possibility of whether or not it should go on a war to free my daughter. Because the last time I did a free captives war, it wasn't even worth it. But I think in this case, it might be worth it. Time and honor, as well as amount of money. Now what are you up to? Bulgarian Holy War for Glitch. That's against Slavic pagans, right? Good on you. So yeah. Castle shipyards are being built. And do not forget that my mother, Blessed Helen the Wise, which again, she became known as the Blessed because the Catholic Church has beatified her. That's how you properly pronounce that word, beatified. And I'm sure one day she will be canonized as a saint, which I hope that I will be a witness to that. So that way I can get to say, hey, my mother was a saint. Right, Lord. The word Slayer is dead. Does that mean... is it split? No, it is not. But the Duke of Sithield runs that place. And now it's ruled by a man who is currently imprisoned by the King of Ireland. That was from an earlier conflict when they took that over. Nice job. But unfortunately, Ireland is about to be invaded in 2 years by Duke of Scania. Which he doesn't have that much troops, but he could get stronger. I've seen this before. I'm surprised nobody ever gone after Croatia, Serbia, or even Bosnia for those Norse to invade. It's part of their Reformed faith with the seafaring expeditions. Spend 100 prestige just to help them to build some ships. My lord, begins a note from my Chancellor Duke Lubish. The writing of your manuscripts come to a halt. Our eldest scholar and most experienced scribe has passed away. He recommends investing more in scribes will risk a lowered quality of work. Funding is not an issue. You know I got the money for it. Look how much money we make. 19 gold a month. 19 a month. Unbelievable. We have 21 ships at the ready, but 6 will still be built in Zahumia. Now I've inherited the Duchy of Styria. Hey, you want this? Does that mean I'm also the Duke of Austria? Yes. I need to distribute that, because that's too much land for me to hold. Or, better yet, where's Styria, where's Austria? Who holds what, exactly? Okay, not her. Well, I guess her. She gets Austria, and the other guy will have Styria. That'll do. Split the realm a little. Oh, and also I got all this money, but my domain size is still over. What else am I holding that I'm not supposed to hold? Eppenstein, Graz, those two. Oh crap, I should have hit the lower tiles. I would have given it those too. Here's Graz. And where is Eppenstein? Over there. Yeah, sorry about that. Mistake. Again, they can defend themselves and they can send their ships in our way. My sister's still in the dungeon, right? This sister. Daughter! My 21-year-old daughter. Which, of course, she's dull, diligent, and greedy. Was originally married to this princess, who's now dead. Murdered by a political rival. Raised any army levies. What are you doing down here? Guess that was the army of that Duchess that passed, so have to get rid of those guys now. Didn't have any retinue. Very well. Just keep the wrath of the old gods. In response to the new era of crusades and jihads amongst the Abrahamic monotheists, the great Foka Hawka has informed all Germanic Gaudis of his plans of the magnificent Germanic pagan response. In fact, all pagan heads of religion may now declare great holy wars. This could be the beginning of unprecedented heathen aggression. Hawk up your son and daughter! Oh boy. The great holy war from up there is going to happen pretty soon. But it's time for some carousing. Oh, and also the threat went away. I think the guy who was fighting to claim the title of Croatia died. My son and dear brother of my dear son and brother in the Hermetic Order, they died step forth of an idea for a ritual that might invoke the presence of a divine being. The prospect of petitioning a divine itself for knowledge is tantalizing. The idea was therefore received and accepted by the order. The ritual takes place in a few weeks' time. I have some interesting plastic Cadatus. Here you go. I will get you next time. What's the papacy doing? Oh, some host is trying to conquer the papacy, which they won't achieve that. They got more troops to defend themselves. Did that get rid of my depression? No, not yet. Your colleague found the most fascinating phenomenon from observing the sky. The first belief foundation of the cosmos is hiding somewhere out there. In order to reach higher knowledge, you should take my advice and study the sky's glory. Signed, Neophyte Peter. They still have not freed my daughter, dismissed. I mean, yeah, I could ask them to ransom a prisoner, but he says no. Is that correct? Because I didn't think that. No, there's no way you can ransom a prisoner from that Duke of Sardinia. Which just pretty much tells you how incompetent they are. Well, incompetent isn't that. It's just... Look, he may not be... I mean, yeah, he's lazy and he's content and depressed like me. And his heir? We're all strong, so I think we may have to go get my daughter before anything really bad happens out there. I mean, we may not have the ships, which 22, we can't even send a retinue out there. But I think we may have to. This is what we're going to do in this war. Once we declared, they're going to be sending their fleet on our shores. We'll beat them back, and then bring our ships, and we have to go little by little on the troops, and they will fight a defensive wars, which no doubt their hills and mountains will be their domain. So yeah, I am actually going to go with the Free Captives War. Beware, you might execute my daughter for this, but I don't want to call Bulgaria on it. I think I got this handled, and if we win, they will pay us money. And you know how much I love money. And we also get one of their close relatives. Probably their brother, or one of their younger brothers. Let's go with that. So it is. The Bosnian Sardinian War to Free Captives. One would think this could be the Bosnian Trojan War, in a sense, you know, freeing captives and everything, but My daughter's no Helen of Troy. So, just... You know, there's a purpose for this. Yeah, we could border most... That means we could see most of their areas, except for Galore. So we can see what they're up to. Now that we send our spy master over there. Oh, wait a minute. Send an envoy with an offer. If we were to end this war, he will release all captives and allow them safe passage to our court. You're not going to give me any money for this? Huh? I'm in this for the loot and plunder. The war is still on. Lose empathy. Oh. In our response to the declaration with that spineless tadpole as all the captives beheaded, we should have seen this coming. My God, they beheaded my daughter. This is a war of vengeance now. They will pay dearly for this. I never expected this would happen. But now this is just a war of vengeance. One would think it's a rivalry war. Well, if we win, not only they'll pay us money, we'll take one of their own and maybe I'll execute them back. But now, oh divine, pray tell me the operations of the gods. They're assembling the fleet now to transport their troops across. The Dalmatian spymaster sees all. It's giving me a cryptic device on the pursuit of theology in many forms, but times mulling it over afterwards. I believe it's not what it meant. Look what we're putting for some learning. Yeah, while the Pope is dealing with invaders, meanwhile the Sardinians are going to be invading us. Which no doubt they have enough ships to fit their entire army in. While meanwhile we're still putting together our army. So this is no longer a war, you My wife expressed curious notion. No, what's up over dinner? I miss your conversation, my lord. Sir, says taking several drink. It's all astronomical phenomena with you these days. Could you take some night off from your research? One does not simply take a break from this task, and one does not simply wait for. As you see, like this noise you made, I just put my hands together. Like these are prayer hands. A saint in heaven. Blessed Helen was a true exemplar of the Christian faith, living a pious and moderate life. In the grand announcement, Pope Urbanus II has decided to canonize Helen the Confessor. Many tales are told about the saint and the feats she did in life. The story goes that a man was drowning in Verbosna, in Bosna River you can think of. When St. Helen ran across the water to help the poor drowning man, it was only after the man was safely rescued everyone who understood the miracle which had just happened. Following the footsteps of God so literally is only fitting for one as great as Helen. It is a great honor for the family of this blessed saint. We aspire to become as pious as her. Blessed be her name. Truly inspirational result. So, I get 100 piety. Helen has become known as a saint, and everyone of her bloodline will reap the benefits. Yes, we shall be pious like her. But, however, we have to go through this very, very bloody war first. And here it is. The blood of St. Helen Tezalovic. St. Helen was known for her diligent nature, walking across the water to save a man. Canonized by Pope Urbanus II. Damage against religious enemies, plus 10. They're iconoclast, so this should be easy. Christian church opinion, and convert counties to my religion faster. Good. We can get rid of the remaining Orthodox and pagans. So you could say Vladislav Tezalovic and Helen Tezalovic, two of Bosnia's greatest rulers. But will Vladislav be the next great one? So yes. That's a saintly portrait now you see from my mother. I wish I would be as pious as you, but unfortunately duty calls, because they've killed one of my own, And now we're gonna kill one of theirs as soon as this bloody conflict is over, which we have not shed blood just yet. Alright, move down to Zahumia. We'll figure out. They're on the move. Where are they? Strait of Otrat. They're coming. They're over there. They're entering the Adriatic. They are making their landings in Zahumia. Good, we'll meet them there. Though we can't see that if their movement is locked or not, so all forces combined together. Milovan, Peta, you'll be there too. Huh, now they're getting back onto their ships. They're like the Bosnian army's coming. We made a mistake. Turn around. Get the fleet out now to Dubrovnik, and we'll figure out how do we distribute them little by little. I could have sworn I heard the enemy commander Paltoy bargain orders, but I searched the plains, is nowhere to be found. Fellow soldier finally informs me that he's been spotted cowering behind a large rock, and most disgraces behind his troops. Of course you're covering up behind a large rock. Jewish, interestingly. I better do it. Come on. Cannot believe what is happening. But with each swing of his spear, Palto is getting closer and closer to winning this fight. Jumping back to avoid yet another frightening monkey blow. I find myself backed up against the large rock. Oh, no, 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 no. Should I give up my son? Or should I die? But if I die, Peter can continue to work at the Hermetic Society for me. And he's younger, too. And he's braver than I. So this is how it all ends. The alliance is broken down. King Bertoslav has given up the ghost at age 44. He was slain by Paltoy of Kukustan in personal combat. Cursed with an unhealthy love for food, he was known for his massive girth. Well, he was fat. Many a corps were fearing that his habits would lead him into an untimely demise years before his death. King Peter, surrounded by enemies. Oh yes, right now. And rivals. Peter's soul is not struck by short means of a dagger in the back. Long live King Peter. Killed one of ours, and we'll take one of yours. One of the Sardinian mayors. Oh, we got the man who killed my father. Got the man who killed my father. I can recruit him if I wanted to, since he has a very high learning skill. But I'm putting him under house arrest for now, before I decide what to do with him. I got a lot on my shoulders right now. This war is already costly now. And we're barely... Where are we on now? First 4 months. It's begun since January. Okay, this war's gotten personal now. Because not only there's enemy on our shores, since they've made a very risky amphibious landing, which one of their commanders, who was of a Jewish origin serving the Sardinian army, managed to kill my father, Sviatoslav the Wise, in which I would have to help him continue the studies. But right now it's the time of war. And very soon we will, since they're going to be retreating most likely down this way, and we'll fight them again. we need to split our army. But some will tag along with us. We'll figure out how to distribute. Again, 25. We're gonna reduce our numbers and we'll link up with the rest. Okay, there you go. Just move to Dubrovnik. And first part of the army will get on board of these ships as they will set sail for Sardinia at Coyote, where I've sent my new spy master, who's actually my wife, to try to sabotage the province a little. And the rest of us will continue to duke it out, which I will lead the army personally. And also, I brought this man here. I invited this Italian man here. Now he's quick and shrewd, which makes him twice as smart. And he's also a siege leader. So once he lands at Sardinia, he has the ability to do better at sieges. Our own Odysseus, in a sense. There ain't no Trojan horse ploy. And I've suggested a betrothal between my son and heir, Nicola, to Princess Chicheki of Bulgaria. The old rector is passed, and now it's Lorenzo is the new rector of this great republic. I mean, of course, who would want on the council, but as per tradition, the only people we would sway first is the Dalmatians. Terrain is the key to winning battles. Focus my studies, I believe I can master the tactics of one type of terrain. It's going to be open plains this time because of future wars may not be involved in our own homeland anymore. I always imagined I would be the first of us to go. But now I am one morning the departure of my dear friend and father. Never again I will hear his jolly laughter or receive his wife's counsel. It is as if I lost such part of myself. I feel so powerless. He wouldn't want me to cry, let's drink in his honor. Yeah, spend a local tavern in Sardinia. I'll probably have one drink too many when I'm joined at the table by an equally intoxicated man. Takes a few minutes to realize it sure must be Bishop Ostoya. We spend quite some time drinking together and sharing ourselves. My steward and Bishop of Behawk. Maybe an ugly guy, but at least you got the right hairstyle to be a bishop. So yes, I fulfilled my ambition to make a friend. While meanwhile, I will continue with my personal vendetta against the Sardinians, which they killed my father. And I will not do a crowning ceremony until this conflict is over. Alright, they're going to make a landing here. And send the Italian commander to up the siege speed a bit. Where did they go? They gone back. Stop! Stop, well, turn around. Oh, they went to Zahumi again. Yeah, do send our ships back home. A great holy war for Germany. The mighty Falker has decided that it's time to teach Emperor Simon of the Holy Roman Empire and the believers in the dead crucified God and none less the humanity. All free Germanic men are invited to take part of the scurrying in the kingdom of Germany. The thunder is with us. That's no concern of ours. That's because the emperor is Orthodox. While meanwhile, there's a war going on in our homeland. They're in Zahumi again, the place where my father died. I've encountered neophyte Gorifo many times while carrying out my duties as a medic. It's always a pleasure. Occasionally we can talk for hours, and as time allows, because she never bores me. While our discussions are often lengthy, we always seem to agree on the matters which are the most important. Leader of the Irish Revolt. Well, your husband is. It's a friendship then. It's always nice to have more friends, but however, the fight goes on. Want me to gather ingredients? Sure. I got no apprentice because it's the least of my worries. In the forest we will hunt for the most prized animal parts. If we get the Duke himself, it's all over. Chase him down. And we're about to take a holding. Right, hunting experience will make it easy. Why haven't they returned home? They should be defending their homeland, but instead, my clever Italian friend is doing his work there. Are they heading for Bulgaria? What the? Oh my goodness, that's a huge host. They're looting up there. I don't think we'll be able to catch them. 4 animal parts ingredients. Get back here! Yeah, they're assaulting that area. You're going nowhere. Now they're going to retreat even further away. So, stay back here in Zeta, and I think we may want to send our fleet to pick up the guys since this war is almost over. Let's go. You must learn on your own. Plus you're getting sick anyhow. And I'm feeling fatigued. Is there a disease that I wasn't aware of? No. No disease. Ah, you think it's not a serious illness. Alright. To balance my humors made me drink salty water to reduce vomiting, and it was very effective. Okay, the fatigue has disappeared. Move up there. Just simply ask them. At least they spent a good deal of money on defenses that they best they could afford. Maybe I could become a student of strategy. Rector, come to the palace and spend some time with me. I mean, I'm a nice guy. I'm kind. We could finally talk in private. What are you, craven? Yep, you're the opposite of brave. That's why you wouldn't like me. I hope the visit was your liking. See? Be a nice guy. Bulgaria wants an alliance? Are you at war with someone? Yeah, this will maintain our alliance and friendship between Bosnia and Bulgaria. Yeah, sure. War's about to be over. You're gonna finish this thing. While meanwhile, we finish with ours. And there's their ships. One would think they're returning home. Are they? Since we beat the army? Yes. All of their ships, they've pulled back their withdrawal. But remember, it was the Battle of Ston in Zahumi. Bishopric of Ston, which is an island. This was where my father, Bratislav, died, killed in action. Okay, we got the money, and we've taken his youngest as a form of payback. We'll leave him under house arrest. We owe you that one. So we just get our boys home and we'll start our crowning ceremony. Just to legitimize my rule. Yeah, get your mare out of here. Doesn't cost us too much money. We make so much money that long wars will not even be a problem. Ha! As soon as we came back, it's all over. Yeah, I guess you have to be at peace to organize a coronation ceremony. I guess I was right all along. But more ships are still need to be built. Alright, come back home. And let's organize the coronation ceremony. When this boy grows up, we're going to make him Catholic. Doesn't matter what his education is going to be turned out. What were they trying to teach? Stewardship. You'll be a good steward. Alright. I have a lot of money. I think I know what to do. Since I am trying to make good relations with the Pope, and among other things. So I was finally going to be officially recognized as King of Bosnia. In order to do so, I'll need support of the Catholic Church, but convincing authoritative measures will neither be easy nor cheap. To begin the preparation, I should find a priest willing to crown me. Only the Pope is fit to crown me. Sure, calls me a neophyte. We're both members of the Hermetic Society, but it's due to being theocratic. It's like, hey, we're both members of the Hermetic Society, but see, fellow member of the Hermetic Society and neophyte. We don't know what rank you are, but I'm sure you're somewhat high and mighty. Oh dear. Is this the future Pope? The one who's blind and excommunicated and a mystic? Oh boy. So, I think you should crown me before you drop dead and this blind Pope is going to be the next one. This blind cardinal, I should say, is going to be the next Pope. And I am in need of an apprentice. Because I didn't name one because we're in the middle of a personal war. Who is the youngest? So that way there will be more time before I donate, which is what I was expecting. So apparently the youngest is a Serbian man named Matija Budimiric, who is my rival and imbecile. No, it can't be him. Well, I think Cosmo will do. I mean, he's both quick and shrewd. Yeah. 250 gold. Sure. Now, extinguished member of the Catholic clergy to face my coronation must decide how he wishes to spend the ceremony leading up to it. It shall be an extravagant one. I mean, look, this can be viewed as a victory parade of sorts. Vassals will be coming. And that includes my Bulgarian uncle. And who is this other ruler? Oh, the tributary state. You're still of that, right? Yes. A few more days before I'm crowned king, before God and my subjects. My court is filling with distinguished guests, both vassals and foreign dignitaries, come to bear witness to this fundamental moment of my reign. Such a lavish ceremony is a rare spectacle to behold even amongst royalty. It will never be soon enough. Meeting new rulers and exchanging ideas about politics and moral virtue has been an interesting consequence of the ceremony. Everybody has at least one anecdote to share with me about the proper way to rule the kingdom. Wonder which is closer to the truth. Stewardship or diplomacy? Stewardship. Proper handling of the realm's finances is fundamental. Pope Bernus II's presence for my upcoming coronation has lured an entire flock of scholars and theologians in my court. Well, my grandmother was a saint. Well, most of them have kept their discs from nobility. I've had a chance to overhear a few of them discussing the most intriguing and metaphysical subjects during the evening. Learning. I can get +8, learning 8, and I get to spend money for composing a book. Well, let's go with that. Go with learning. Where is composer? There you are. Well, I'm a military man, so martial things up. I kneel before Pope Bernus II, his host of vassals surround us in complete silence. The Pope blesses me and places the royal crown upon my head, proclaiming me the King of Bosnia by the grace of God. I am finally and truly king. Thank you. So there you have it. You see the crown on my head now, which is slightly different than my father's. Just slightly different design. And now we have so Branimir, who died of poor health, and now the younger brother, who wants Croatia. Well, regardless, it's still going to happen one way or another. And I think we should hold a grand tournament. More of this money spending. I don't know if we ever had a grand tournament before. Ah, Nicola. Whoa, hi, Marshal. I think we will give another struggle to that. I have sent forth messengers around Rome to spread the word that a grand tournament is going to be held. I do not know if I did a grand tournament in the past when I was Helen or Vladislav, but it certainly be another here in Bosnia. Ooh, that's going to take a lot longer to level up in the Hermetic Society. But that can be arranged. Go get some more ingredients and make a decent effort in writing a hero. How about some more animal parts? Can't get enough of animal parts. And just accept whatever mission is out there. It's time to let the tournament begin, and for the next 2 months, Let's show all their martial brilliance. This is the time. Go get the ingredients. Again, this Italian man here, which I refer to him as our own Odysseus because he's shrewd and quick. And Navarre has been, yep, he's gonna die, so most unfortunate. Cristo, a Serbian Catholic, has been killed in this tournament. Chief Mislav of Onagost is wounded. He'll live. Batic, Bosnian Catholic, killed. And look, the Ragusans or Dalmatians, whichever national you want to use, they're getting their own retinues now. Aldemir, spy master and commander of Belgrade, fought his way to 3rd place in my grand tournament. 2nd place. Hey, I brought him here. He won 2nd place. Good man. And the winner is Mate Ninoslav Tezalovic, my uncle, who is unmarried. He truly deserves it. You know what else you should win? You should win yourself a wife. Why do you not have a wife? Let me see. I mean, I just only wanted to, you know, circulate the Tezalovic dynasty, make it look like it's a larger dynasty than ever before. Oh, excuse me. Preferably someone young or has recently come of age. Anatolia. Don't even think about it. Kind of a quick-minded. Hold on, that kind of gives me an idea. Oh, just marry this person and get out of here. Who is, which one's my quick son? Yeah. Nicola is another. Why am I thinking of this idea? If I want, you know, the quick trade to go on. Nope, not possible. Ancestral marriages are not allowed. Don't get any small ideas. Smart ideas. Oh no, this Georgian woman did come to Bosnia. I thought she might have had a landed title over there, but no, not the case. Just want you to know. Who the characters died? My mother died of poor health. Oh man, both of my parents are dead. Also, that great holy war from in Germany, right? How about it? 5 animal parts. We have 9 animal parts. We'll never run out of animal parts. Uh-huh. Right, the Holy Roman Empire. Simon the Strong is going strong. But not doing... Well, he's doing strong on both fronts. Impressive. Although he has a lot more vassal troops than a limit. So I don't know what gave it to them. Maybe it's those events spawned from one of their vassals. And don't forget, the kingdoms are split. There's one there, another there, and another there. Hey, uncle, would you like to be the court chaplain? And there's this law that needs to be passed, but we can't do that now. Let me see. Should I make that illegal or... Yeah, ruler imprisonment. Remember, if anyone done me wrong, like, we ought to revoke him, but now it's all about imprisonment. Simplistic paper on the planets. Here you go. With my astounding knowledge of all matters of state and stewardship, it should not be too hard to sway him in appreciating me more. I'll tell him about my prosperous realm, which only he could dream of. I need to take a look at the buildings of Bosnia and figure out how to reinforce them and make them harder to conquer if the country would be sieged. Buildings do not inspire me in any way. I have a friend who's like some of these things. Maybe a new watchtower or defensive wall. I'll think of something. Alright, continue to sway. What do you mean not good enough? Now I'm in the depth of strategy. Maybe in the future I could be a strategist. A bastard child. She's not of my dynasty. Who's your lover? Uncle! Oh, I picked the wrong woman for him to marry. Well, have fun with your own personal life, Uncle. Deadbeat. Matter of fact, there's a place I would want to send you. Even though you got a very low skill, but screw it. See if the Polish can be dealt with. Oh dear. My uncle just went to imprisonment in Poland. Good job. Matter of fact, you are the new court chaplain. Reason with these heathens again. Try these guys. Any little Catholic realms will do. Oh, they got him too. Oh man, the majority of my peers refuted my paper, so it shall not be added to the order's library. This is a humiliating blow. It takes some time to recover my previous staying with you. But it was good! So they... bunch of people just rejected my simplistic paper on the planets. Okay, the Bishop of Srebrenica, don't go anywhere, except for Rome, because you need to improve relations with the Pope. Why is his face dirty? Oh, scarred, right. Right. Would you like to lift excommunication on him? He'll still say no, for plenty of reasons. Okay, old man. You may be infirm, but I'll still go. We got time for talk. My studies and training have taught me the general tactics of flanks and center. I can already master everything. If the center cannot hold, the war is over. The battle is over, I should say. I'm a popular ruler, apparently. My chancellor has passed. I'll give it to the rector, the Dalmatian, the man I'm trying to, you know, be nice with. My fellow members of the order sometimes speak of intricate charms and recipes to ward off evil. Yeah, perhaps I should take precautions too. Considering the star as a Capricorn, I nod to myself. The cloven hooves on my shells almost turned to dust. This is foolish paranoia. By the way, how many ingredients exactly? I said 9. Let me see here. 1, 2, 5, 8, 9. Build a laboratory. You know what? I got time for that. I think unfortunate circumstance forced me to cancel about a crossing merrymaker at fine. We'll have to make up for it when times are happier. What are you, at war or something? Oh, you're incapable. I see. Okay then. That means I could finally do something else. Oh, you're gonna give me my uncle back. Thank you. Sorry about that, Uncle. You may have won the tournament against a woman. You were in an affair. Yeah. Life's crazy, isn't it? But don't worry. You're still my uncle. No matter what happens to you. What's the number of ships we have now? Oh, it's still in the building. The process of it. Something we should look into. Or even perhaps build a local city. Just look into the other campus. Relatively the same. What about the Himotski? Zahumia? You know, if I ever had a huge amount of money to spend, I would spend it on another city in Dubrovnik and give it to some other patrician family to run that city. You know, for them to provide a nice little income on their end. I'll construct a laboratory soon, but the adventure threat war, it's coming. Which it will be featured that in the next episode. I'll give you duty. Oh well. Put me in the flank. And the Dalmatian man is coming too. We'll cross the Danube and take them all on. Improving relations with the Pope. There's another thing of Swiftfield. The Holy War for Germany. Right. How's that going on? You're still... Did you kill him? Predecessor. Oh, I forgot he was in a dungeon in Ireland a long time ago. He finally died in the dungeons. While Scotland is still under Norse control. Which I hope one day that they would be fighting a liberation war, which I would be willing to support. Both financial and military. Composing a book. Having invested myself in this literary endeavor, I have been feeling drained lately. When my scribes ask me what the next section of the book should be about, I throw my hands out of the air. How should I know? You cannot rush in these things. I need inspiration. Could probably ask about those kind of draw. Now get to vomiting. There we go. Had some vomiting, but don't worry, it'll go away. How old is my wife? 25. Oh yeah, I still have a lot of years for more children. We haven't had any strong children yet, but we do have one quick one. Which I sometimes wish he's in there, but we don't have elective Gavelkind anymore. Those days are over. It's all about primogeniture now. The vomiting's finally stopped so I can start eating regular meals again. Ah, here comes Miroslav, which he has about 5,000 troops, while we have 7,000. Well, you better get the hell over here. And where is he? Spiš. That's where the Serbian man's residing. Again, he wants Croatia, not Bosnia, not Serbia, Croatia. Which again, it'll happen on the next episode, which will happen in the earliest parts of it. As we get on the Bosnia. And there he is. Lecture him on flat terrain. Uh-oh. Well, I guess this first action is going to pick a bit of it off. Maybe he's going to come down to Vukovar, because that's a Croatian county. You know what, just move up there. Matter of fact, I was thinking about doing the next episode, but I say screw it. We'll have this one battle and we'll finish it soon after. We'll finish it in the next. Let's just have this one battle in Vukovar and beat those guys out of here. Okay, just get our troops together, and then we'll figure out our next move. And then after this, on the next episode, we'll beat these guys one more time to officially end the war and start building a laboratory. But again, I am in my prime. I'm in my 20s. So just border here in Villa, as we will say, as we say our goodbyes. And we'll see you in the next episode. Again, we'll see you in the next episode, and we'll deal with what the hell's going on with the world today. Of Crusader Kings 2, Tezalovic. Until then, so long for now.